Hi, and welcome to Along for a Ride. You know, a while ago I made a video about installing a Fatboard Fender, Fatboards by SKS, on a fat bike. In this case I used the Fatboard rear fender because I thought it'd be the most interesting thing to show. And I didn't show the front fender at all. And we recently had a comment by a thoughtful viewer who asked, well, what about the front fender? Doesn't the wheel in the front throw up mud as well? And I thought, well, that's a pretty obviously good question. So I thought I'd pull out the camera and take a video and show you what the front fender looks like. Okay, so what you're looking at here is what I call the Fatboard Front Fender, Fatboard by SKS-Germany.com, SKS-Germany.com. At least that's what's printed on here. I don't know if that's still their active website or not, but that's what they printed here. And I call it a fender, but really I guess it's more of a splash guard. So I don't have a fender in the traditional sense on this bike up here right over the tire and through the front fork. But the Fatboard kit, which comes with the rear fender that I showed in the earlier video, and this splash guard, this is what suffices for a front fender. And so far it's worked pretty well. And to put this on, it's just a clasp. It's just a kind of a Velcro loop with a clasp. There's really nothing technical to show about that. It just straps over your down tube here, and that's about it. And it's as simple as can be, and it has worked very well. Now we've used these Fatboard fenders for, I would say, about 6 or 8 years. I don't recall exactly when we purchased them. They're still available, and there'll be a link in the description. But they've been very good. They hold up, they work well, they're easy to use. And on a fat bike, I think this might be the way to go. It's certainly been our experience. So that's the Fatboard front splash guard from SKS Germany. And really what we found it's best for is it keeps any kind of mud, dirt, debris, especially for winter riding on a fat bike, from getting into the chain ring or onto the bottom bracket. Really protects the bike. We found it works very well. Is it as good as a regular fender? Maybe to protect the rider? I suppose probably not. I'm not aware of any good fenders for a fat bike like this Specialized Fat Boy that would be in the traditional fender category. So I'd recommend the Fatboard fender set. If you want to take a look at the previous video on how to install the rear fender, there should be a link on the screen, either above my left or right shoulder. Denise will put that there when she edits this. And I think after all the time we've used these fenders, they're easy to install, they're pretty effective, especially that rear fender keeps you clean, and I'd recommend them. So this is Along for a Ride. That's the Fatboard front fender slash splash guard. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back with more reviews and information and rides, of course, as well, coming up soon. Thanks. Bye.